Today's reviews are going to be on Tony Iommi Monkey Special and the second release from Tony Iommi, which is called Deified. Now, some would say that that's a potential flanker to Monkey Special. In today's review, I'll go on to discuss whether that's the case. So first off, Tony Iommi Monkey Special. Tony Iommi Monkey Special is a parfum concentration which comes in 50ml and 100ml bottles. The bottle I have is a 50ml bottle. It comes in very nice Xerjoff packaging, as you can see here, a nice leather box, and when you open it, and there you go, as you can see in the box, it sits very nice, inlaid, excellent presentation from Xerjoff, sits nicely in there so you can have it on display, open or closed, but the packaging from Xerjoff, as always, is second to none. Now, this is a collaboration between Tony Iommi and Xerjoff, and this is the first collaboration, Monkey Special. As you can see, there's monkeys inlaid on the bottle. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it's a very nice bottle, silver with the monkeys, nice, interesting black lid. It's a very nice bottle. Tony Iommi himself, he's the lead guitarist from Black Sabbath. He's very masculine, he's quite rugged, he's got a lot of character, and he's definitely put that into this collaborative fragrance here. The good news is this fragrance has been out for a few years now, and the cheapest price I can get for the 50ml is £157, which brings it in at around £3.10 per milliliter, which isn't too bad for a niche fragrance. Bearing in mind when it was released, it was the best part of £275. I'm going to put the notes on your screen now, and as you look at the notes, I'll discuss what I get as the prominent notes in this fragrance. In the top, I get mainly the rum and the passion fruit, and then going through into the mid, I get the rose and some leather, and in the base, I get some sandalwood and some labdanum. They're the main notes that I get from this fragrance. So we've had a look at the bottle. Let's have a look at the atomizer. It's a decent atomizer, not too bad. And there's one spray in the air. Put a spray on the strip, let it air off, and then let's indulge in this fragrance and remind ourselves what Monkey Special is all about. Yeah, it always brings a smile to my face, this fragrance. One of my favourites from the line, for sure. Yeah, straight off the top, it's powerful, it's punchy, you get the rum, you get the nice boozy note, touch of darkness there, but you get the passion fruit. It's a lovely, gorgeous, slightly soured passion fruit, and it works very well with the rum. Yeah, there's a touch of leather in there, you get a slight bit of rose in the mid as well, which comes through. And then in the base, you've got the labdanum, which is a kind of leathery, earthy smell, and a touch of soft sandalwood just to take the edge off this. But all in all, straight off the bat, it's in your face, it's strong, it's got character, it lets you know it's there, and it's an excellent opening, and it carries all the way through the fragrance. This is boozy, this is bold, this is for the masculine man who likes to be noticed and likes to, you know, say, I am here, this is what I'm wearing. And if you like to be the center of attention, this is certainly the fragrance for you. It's got quite a lot of facets. It's fairly linear throughout the scent as it goes on, but it's strong, it's punchy, it gets you noticed. It's got the touch of floral, it's got the nice bit of booze, bit of fruit in there, some slight woods, and an undertone of leather. Now, all in all, I would say that this fragrance epitomizes Tony Iommi. And what I mean by that is he is the lead guitarist in Black Sabbath. So he is rock and roll. He's a man's man. Bit of darkness there. He's brash, he's bold, he's got character. And this fragrance is exactly that. It's everything which I would expect from him. So I think Xerjoff have done a fantastic collaboration here with Tony. And if you said this has been put together by Tony, i.e. he's picked the ingredients and the notes, there's absolutely no doubt Tony has had a massive influence on this. And all in all, it's a fantastic fragrance. It is a fragrance that I would imagine a rock and roll star, a mature rock and roll star from the 80s and 90s. That's what I'd imagine somebody wearing this would be like. The projection on this, it's strong, 2.5, 3 feet, not a problem. And that's on 2 or 3 sprays. I would do a spray on each side of the neck, 2 on the back, and you're good to go. Longevity on this, albeit it's a parfum concentration, according to the box, it's 29% perfume, which is a good dose. And it's the top end of an EDP and into a parfum. It's strong. It lasts. I would say on this, you're getting 9 or 10 hours, no problem. And that's on 3 to 4 sprays. You definitely don't have to overspray this. The sillage, the scent bubble, the cloud around you when you're moving, it's also dense and strong. So it'll definitely get you noticed. So performance on this, it performs like the rock star that it is. The seasons for this, quite obvious, I think, autumn and winter. It's strong, it's deep, it's dense, it's dark. So yes, autumn, winter, colder environments, this will be perfect. Where I would wear this, I would wear this potentially on a date night. If you go to music gigs, it would be perfect. Evening socials, if you're in the club or the cocktail bar, all of them will be appropriate. I think it will be a bit too heavy for office wear and general day-to-day wear, but in the right seasons, in those circumstances, I think it's perfect. So Tony Iommi Monkey Special definitely hits the criteria. I think it's an excellent fragrance, and let's see if his second iteration, Deified, where have I hidden it? Over here. Let's see if this can live up to its predecessor. Tony Iommi's second collaboration is called Deified. It's in a very dark black bottle with skulls on. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Again, lovely, elegant bottle. Very nice. Let's give it a blast. There's the atomizer, typical Xerjoff atomizer. Great atomizer, nice cloud of fragrance. And let's put it on the tester strip and see what it smells like. Okay. One on the tester strip there. I missed it slightly. So one in the air, one on the tester strip. Let's remind myself what Tony Iommi Deified smells like. Yep, you don't have to get too close to this tester strip. It's heavy in the air. It smacks you in the face immediately. Yeah, it's deeper, it's darker, it's more leathery. I think it's more rugged, even more masculine. And yeah, I think that you can definitely tell that Tony has had an input on this. It does have some differences from Monkey Special. Let's run through the notes. Right, okay, the notes are going to be on your screen now, and I'll tell you what notes I feel are the most prominent. So in the top, I get a lot of saffron and a touch of apple. The saffron, it's quite dark, leathery, spicy. And then in the mid, you get the leather, which is quite heavily dosed. And you do get a touch of rose also, just to kind of try and soften the dark edges. In the base, for me, you get the patchouli, you get the dark, earthy notes that come through and support the fragrance. But all in all, it's a very deep, dark, masculine fragrance. Not for the weak of heart. So this is a new fragrance, came out last year. I did buy this retail. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find the packaging anywhere, so I do apologise. But it's very similar to the Monkey Special packaging, apart from it's got the Deified inlay and the little book that you get, and it's all black as opposed to the silver writing that you get on Monkey Special. Anyway, very similar bottle, very nice bottle. There is differences between the two. Most notably, it's a newer fragrance, so the price difference. I've managed to locate it cheapest for 50ml, £240. That comes in at £4.80 per mil, so that is quite expensive. I did manage to buy this for, I think it was £190 upon release. I did have a voucher code, but that is quite a lot for 50ml of fragrance. This second iteration, Deified, I think it amps up the darkness and the feel to this. If the first fragrance was a rock star feel, I think this one is more of a biker, a Hell's Angel kind of feel. And indeed, I wore this yesterday, and when I went to work, somebody turned around and said, "Hey Haz, have you parked your Harley out the back?" And I said, "Oh, what do you mean?" He says, "Wow," he says, "the amount of leather I can smell on you, that's really strong." And that's what's predominantly in this. It's dark, it's leathery, it's earthy, it's strong, it's in your face. And for me, yeah, I would imagine one of Hell's Angels wearing this. He pulls up engine's roaring, you know, he's been working on his bike all day, he's done an oil change, he's a bit grubby, very rugged, he's dark, you know, he's your biker, he's in the gang, he's very masculine, you know, he's got dirt under his fingernails, and yeah, he's wearing his leather jacket in the sun, pulling up on his Harley. This is exactly what this smells like. Deep, dark, masculine, and unapologetic. It's very strong, it's very in your face, and certainly a couple of sprays of this will go a long, long way. But if you wear this, be prepared to get attention. The projection on this doesn't disappoint. Again, 2.5, 3 feet on 3 or 4 sprays. It's strong. Longevity again is excellent. This is also described as a parfum. I believe it's the same. It's 29% perfume oil, which puts it close to the parfum range, so to speak. But longevity on this, 10 hours, not a problem. It projects very well, it lasts, it's strong, it's bold. So performance-wise, this is excellent. The sillage on this, very strong. People will smell you before they see you, I'll tell you that. So yes, sillage is strong, performance is excellent. It may only be 50 mils and it might be quite expensive per mil, but you don't need a lot of this to go a long, long way. Seasons to wear this, I would say autumn and winter, mainly the winter, because it's deep, it's dark, it's strong. Definitely cooler or colder weather fragrance for this one. Definitely not in the heat. Where to wear this? Evening socials, gigs, music gigs, or business meetings. Indeed, if you're the boss or you're one of the managers at work and you wear this to meetings, you let people know who the alpha in the room is. No doubt about that. So this is for bold characters who want to define their presence in the room or in the social environment. All in all, I think this is a very good flanker. It does have enough differences to the original Monkey Special. Do they have a similar DNA and undertone? Somewhat, yes. I can tell that the collaborator is the same guy on both of these, but I would say there's definitely enough differences both in the scent profile and where you would wear these that it justifies the purchase if you can get it at the good price. Monkey Special, good price as I put up before right now. Deified is a bit more expensive, and I'm not quite sure it is worth that price at the price per mil. £4.80 per mil is quite expensive. But hey, if you've got deep pockets, and this is definitely a unique dark fragrance, so if you don't have one of them in your collection, sample this. I don't think you'll be disappointed. The Dry Down. Do I recommend these fragrances? Yes, they're both very good fragrances in their own right, and I've worn and enjoyed them both. Out of the two, which one do I prefer? Personally, I prefer Monkey Special, the original. The reason being, I do love the rum note and the touch of fruit that's in there. I think it suits my personality a bit better, and it's a bit more versatile. You can wear this in a few different circumstances compared to Deified, but they're both excellent fragrances in their own right. I think Xerjoff's done very well collaborating with Tony Iommi here, and both fragrances are excellent. In conclusion, I think both of these fragrances rock.